No, I don't mean to offend you. It's more of a compliment, Jammy. I don't know if anyone's ever told you, but you have the laugh of Stampede Longnose.
Since its release, there's been a bit of a rise and fall of Phasmophobia content on the channel, and that's for a couple of reasons that I'll get into in this video, but I wanted to take the time today to talk about the game a bit more in full, because we never really have. I've talked about it on a technical level, and I've talked about it offhand in streams and tier lists, and I've also talked about it in the Phasmo Files videos that we've done over the past couple of months. And between those two styles of videos, you'd probably be a bit conflicted about how I feel about the game technically, but how it actually plays as a fun experience for the player. So today, we're going to talk about Phasmophobia, the problems it had at launch, where it's at now, and whether or not you should buy it if you were considering it, but were disappointed at the initial reception. Because over the last couple of videos I've posted about it, I've genuinely gotten quite a few comments of people saying that I'm posting PCVR footage, that PSVR2 looks nothing like this, that I'm faking footage. That honestly did make me laugh a little bit. But honestly, it might be a fair question, because people think that this port is completely broken. So let's talk about it. Before we do, only 25% you are subscribed, so please feel free to do so. And thank you to our patrons and YouTube members who bring this content each and every day to you guys. Right, let's dive into Phasmophobia and how it is on PSVR2 and whether or not it's overhated. Ben?
Oh my fucking... Fuck.
First and foremost, if I like this game so much, where are the videos on the channel? Well, truth be told, the reason that the Phasmo Files has kind of slowed down a bit is the same reason that the Pavlov videos have. Occasionally I will post one, but for a game like that, the first couple of weeks when you're really figuring everything out and you're experiencing everything for the first time is the most fun I have in terms of recording. And I have been playing Phasmophobia pretty much daily since it's come out. But I just haven't been filming it because it's more about the experience of the game and figuring out its mechanics and getting better at it rather than the funny moments that make up the videos. And honestly, my play sessions nowadays aren't really that entertaining to watch, but I will sprinkle in a couple of clips every now and then in this video.
Krampus, 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 you suck cock, you can't hit my bum hole today. Crampy, 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 you're not gonna hit me, I believe you are.
Uh-oh. So that's essentially where we're at. I will post occasional ones, but the series as a whole is not going to be a regular thing as it was at launch.
There we go. The ghost is here. There it is.
We worship it.
Flashing back to launch, I would argue, no. It wasn't overhated. It was fairly rated in terms of the quality of the port. The game itself functioned exactly the same in terms of gameplay. Nothing has changed from launch to now. But what has changed is the quality of the port, because at launch we had no moving while turning, we had DFR not working in the game, and if you tried to turn it on it would cause you to basically have an earthquake. We had non-functioning doors, toggle hold didn't really work that well, and there were a myriad of performance issues. This led to the initial reception of the game being quite poor on a technical level, and deservedly so, and some people may say there was still fun to be had underneath it, and I'd agree with them. Because even at launch, I was playing it pretty much every day and absolutely loving it, despite the big issues it had. But because of the word of mouth and the way it was received, a lot of people didn't buy it. And I've got to be honest, I'm not completely blameless in this. My initial technical breakdown of Phasmophobia and how it runs on PSVR2 was me basically tearing into the technical presentation of the game and then tacking on at the end that I really, really loved it despite that. But nonetheless, a lot of people skipped this one. Fast forward to present day and we have fixes for almost everything on that list. The footage you're seeing on screen right now and have been seeing all this time and have been seeing in the Phasmo Files is on the PSVR2 version of the game. All that gameplay that you're seeing there, you will be getting. To be perfectly clear to those comments, I have not faked anything. This is all PSVR2 footage. I don't know what I would be getting out of faking footage on PCVR and claiming it was PSVR2. When plugging in my PSVR2 to my PS5 would just be much, much easier, which is what I've done. Anywho, the state of the game now is pretty good.
Oh, that just went off. See that?
Yeah,
Shit!
You can now move while turning. DFR actually works, but in my experience, doesn't really make too much of a difference to resolution, so the resolution still isn't great. It is reprojected. Doors are now fixed though completely. The performance issues have been mostly ironed out, but I think performance issues are indicative of Phasmophobia as a whole, rather than the VR port. For example, the only issues that I have with performance anymore is if I pick up a camera and try to go around the more expansive maps. You can get a couple frame drops here and there because of that, but that happens on the flat screen and in the VR port, so it isn't a VR exclusive thing. And the only other technical issue that the game still has is that the toggle grip sometimes doesn't work, but only in one hand. It's really weird. This is the one thing that I think really should get looked into to fix, is that on your right hand, if you set toggle to grip, it'll work always on your right hand, but sometimes will just deactivate and go back to hold on your left, and it's very, very confusing, but There we are. Aside from that, the game works great, but honestly, the technical stuff is not what makes Phasmophobia so fun. The reason it's so fun is simply because of the gameplay, atmosphere, and cooperative nature.
On the floor in there.
Fine. Oh, shit!
This is a game on PSVR2 that can be played with anybody on any platform that the game is on, no matter whether they're in flat screen or in VR, with full proximity voice chat, a radio system, tons of tools to use, which actually are pretty immersive in terms of VR interaction.
You know what incense says, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's moving my hand without me moving it. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, Electro was saying some stuff was going on. Alright, I just want to make sure we didn't miss dots or anything.
What the fuck is it doing to my hand?
This isn't a game I would describe as VR AF. You can't go around knocking over every object in the house, and the movement can feel a little bit clunky, but in terms of the tools you have access to as a ghost hunter, like the flashlights, EMF readers, thermometers, and video cameras, actually looking through a video camera screen when everything's pitch black around you and seeing the night vision turn on in that screen and being able to view your surroundings like you would in real life is really, really immersive.
Hamish is dead.
I think I just heard him get trolled.
Yeah, I just heard that. I was like, already? There's been 3 seconds.
I found his body.
Are there tarot cards by any chance?
No, there's a wish hand. I can't remember what they call.
Oh, great, monkey's paw, wonderful.
And honestly, it's moments like that that make Phasmophobia shine. So should you buy it and is it overhated? I would say it kind of is overhated by some people in its current state because they simply don't know that these things have been fixed. Well, my answer to that is another question to you. Do you have anyone that is willing to buy it and play it with you? If so, definitely buy. If not, are you comfortable playing online with randoms and meeting people through there? If so, buy. If you're neither of those, I would say maybe not. It has just been on sale for about £11 here in the UK. Next time it goes on sale, if you're looking to play it solo, it's probably worth jumping in at that price because solo honestly is pretty damn scary. But I'd say the real meat of the game and the best parts of the game happen in multiplayer.
What the fuck are you doing?
So that's what I think, but the game has been out a very long time now, so let me know what you think of it down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.